And so now is the another very good news that I like to share with you is that the good news is that is the blessing of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the support, the financial support of the Indian government, Ministry of Culture, Indian government, and the support of the many Tibet House friends like Mr. Dipesh Thakur, Mrs. Rima, and all the great supports in Tibet House that in 2016 Tibet House for the first time there was a very systematic studies course launched in 2016 which is Nalanda Masters Course International undertaking of Tibet House Cultural Center of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It was launched in 2016 by His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Tegra Stadium here in New Delhi. And then following that initially we were expecting, we were making this open only to 50 students, 50 students. And to our amazement, as a great gesture of the auspiciousness, the request for enrollments was just pouring in, and it crossed 50, 100, 150, 200, and finally our very dear friend, the coordinator, the chief coordinator of this program, Mr. Dipesh Thakurji, asked me, Geshe, how will we do that now? What should we do? So the enrollment is just pouring in like anything. So I said, it's so auspicious. It's so auspicious. Because it is not just the ordinary course. It's a course, the course of the legacies left by the incredibly brilliant, enlightened masters of the past, Nalanda Monastery University. And there, in other courses, we have to advertise. It was just happening without any advertisement that people are taking interest in this. People are taking interest in the light to shine the happiness for the world, for themselves or for the world. This is so precious, not only in this life, but for the future lives, not only for oneself, but for all the dear sentient beings. This is amazing. So we'll make it happen. And then it was crossing like 200, 300, and then again Mr. Dipesh Thakurji, he was wondering, how can we manage that? I said, no, it's so auspicious. And what if some of them may they drop on the way? Just imagine 400, 1,000 students enrolling, and the undergrad, BA, BSc, or BCom. And how many finished PhD? Just 10, 20. That's it. From 1,000, from 2,000, only 10, 20. This is reality. So, for even those people who drop out, that's why at the most people say that, yeah, I heard about Nalanda. Now these people will say it very differently. I'm a part of Nalanda. This is so precious. This is the meaning of giving a meaning to the life of the individuals, giving meaning to the life of the sentient beings, dear mother sentient beings. This is exactly so on a massive scale. This happened. It turned out like a mini university. And many of the sensible people, they're they're lost in admiration for this brilliant program. And following that, there were many more enrollments happening, which we could not, practically speaking, which we could not entertain, for the reason that we were already halfway through, and the interested people, they cannot really cope up with what we already did. Halfway through, we were there. So to help them, not to reject them altogether, to help them, we then started with the Nalanda Diploma Course International. And again, the enrollment just pouring in like anything. it crossed like 700, 800, crossed like 1,000. From there we just sieved with in terms of the criterion. We then finally enrolled like 600 or so for the Nalanda Diploma course first batch. So this year the Nalanda Diploma course last year we successfully completed that, and on behalf of all the staff, because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic, our coordinator, like Mr. Diploma, the main chief coordinator, and Mrs. Rimaji, they couldn't turn up for this program. So I, on behalf of all of them, and also all the invited the teachers, His Eminence the Shazi Khensu Rinpoche, Geshe Changju Shundenla, and then my very dear teacher, Venerable Geshe Dojila, and all of the supporters, with due respect for all of them, and of course on this very auspicious day, the 85th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, we are distributing this certificate to all the graduates of the first batch Nalanda Diploma course International. So this is a certificate, and I'm very thankful to once again the chief coordinator of this program, Mr. Dipesh Thakkarji, and the editor of all the transcripts, Mrs. Rimaji, and all the helpers, all the transcribers, all the editors, and everyone, all others who are helping Tibet House to make this program very successful. I'd like to thank all of you, and I congratulate, on behalf of all these staff people involved, I wholeheartedly congratulate all the students, all the graduates of the Nalanda Diploma course, Batch 1, 2018 and 2019. And so in this regard, I'd like to say a few words to the graduates with this congratulations to all of you. The whole purpose is to seek a greater meaning out of life. Somebody who is doing business, or the environment, or the arts, or English, or mathematics, physics, whatever, they are for some purpose. And what we are doing here, the Nalanda Diploma course International, Nalanda Masters course International, the purpose of the meaning inside, deeper meaning inside, for this life, for the future lives, for yourself and for others, short term, long term. This is what for we are doing. And this Nalanda Diploma course, as I said earlier, this is like the precursor for the Nalanda Masters course. So we're expecting to launch to bring the second batch of Nalanda Masters course, the most likely 2022. Most likely 2022, because of the lack of teachers, we could not really have 2-3 batches simultaneously happening. So therefore, we'll first let the first batch be completed, and then second batch will be introduced. Whereas Nalanda Diploma course is much easier; it's just for 1 year. So now we're going through the second batch, and for the first batch graduates, what I'd like to share with you is that this is a precursor to Nalanda Masters course, and if you really want to explore yourself, your potential, your Buddha nature fully, I would highly recommend you to join Nalanda Masters course. Given that it will take a little time, 1 year or another 1.5 years, I would suggest you to keep it. Don't lose track, don't lose touch with these studies. There are so many other teachers available. There are so many other programs running in this world from the different institutions. I would highly suggest you to always keep in touch with these programs, and Tibet House will also, and then it's also very inspiring to see that many people who are doing Nalanda Master's course, they also apply for Nalanda Diploma course, Batch 1, and also doing the Batch 2 because of the enthusiasm that they have. And I can see that their learning is much more grounded, much more systematic. This is what I notice when I travel all over the world to meet with the different Dharma practitioners and attend gift retreats and so forth. I can see that these people who are doing the Master's course, the Diploma course, the answers that they give to the question that I ask, they really have the grounded answers, which is extremely inspiring. So therefore, I would highly encourage you to continue your studies. And meanwhile, a study is not just for the studies. Study is for the reflection. Reflection is for the study and reflection for the practice. So therefore, just see how much we can put them to practice on a daily basis. Same, if earlier you were a very short-tempered person, now the anger subsides, you become more calm, gentle. This is a mark of success. Say your mother, earlier your mother feels a little uncomfortable to see the daughter coming in, to see the son coming in. Now the mother feels so happy because change in the daughter's thinking, in the son's thinking. This is the mark of your success. And somebody who always think about oneself, now you can think about your neighbor, you can think about your nation, you can think about the world. This is the mark of your success. And somebody who can only think about this life, doesn't have any idea of the future life, now think about this life, future life both. This is the mark of your success. So these are the things that if any of these things are happening within you, and admiration, even if nothing of these things may be happening so concretely, but you will see somebody, oh, I'm studying Acharya Chandrakirti's text, you have a deep admiration coming in you. This is the mark of a success. So these are the things that I would highly suggest that these things should be that we should be aiming at through the study and reflection and meditation of the Buddha Dhamma, which Tibet has rendered in the form of Nalanda Diploma course to you. Okay, so wherever you are, so we expect that eventually you embark on the journey of bodhicitta, you embark on the journey of the bodhisattva path, and that you actually become a bodhisattva by journeying bodhicitta and to see emptiness, and then be able to inspire many others, the infinite beings, towards this path of the Gade Gade, Paragate, Parasamgade Bodhisvaha. Okay, with this I end my note here, and once again, congratulations to all the graduates of the Nalanda Diploma course, Batch 1, Nalanda Diploma course, International Batch 1. Okay, wherever you are, please let us not forget the summary. Be kind to yourself and be wise to kind to yourself. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.